Good morning. We'll give it a few minutes. Let it be for a minute. Oh, actually, hold on. Somebody asked me to play the full song. Hold on. I put it in a thing. Give me a minute. We'll get this going in a minute. I'm in no rush today. Let me see. Let me airdrop that to myself. Give me a second. Hey, rapper. Hey, happy life. All right, let me see. I'll play the full song for you guys. Give me a minute. I'm adding it to my stuff. 1 second. We'll get going in a minute. We're going to do some baking. Well, actually not baking. It's candy making, but we'll get going in a second. Let's see, where do I just put them now? Oh, here we are. Here we are. Okay. Give me 1 second. It's loading, and then I will play the full song for you guys. And then we'll get going. We'll go downstairs, and I'm upstairs still, so we'll make some almond roca. What are you guys up to today? Anybody doing anything fun today? Anybody out there getting ready for Christmas? Give me a second, you guys. It's processing. It's loading. I'm going to play you the full song because I've only played you a minute of it. But somebody asked me for the full song, so I figured. I didn't edit a full video. I just added a overlay to the end of it. But okay, here you go. This is a 3 minute, so don't mind how long it is, but this is the full song that I used for my intro. That is the full song that goes with that. Oh, Almond Rocha is a hard candy. You'll see. You'll see in just a minute. We're going to go outside. Okay, hold on. We're going to go outside and then we'll get started. What y'all up to? Hold on. Let me go back up. Say hello. This will be a calm chat. This will be a nice, calm chat, which will be great. Rapper Happy Life, Bree, Kay, Marcy. Yeah, it honestly is burnt butter and sugar is really what it is. It's a little difficult to make, but it's really damn good. Sorry, my pool filter thing is going on. Okay, I haven't edited the rest of it into a full one. I just try to use the minute, but I love that song. Somebody asked me where I get my music that I use for my intros. I use Licked too, just so everybody knows. I'm trying to answer all the questions I get. Hold on, y'all. My phone's ringing. Oh, fuck. Hey, Marie. What you guys up to? Anything fun going on today? Is everybody else ready for Christmas? Because I'm surely not. I am so not. Oh, Bree, I'm so sorry. I'm sure that is so hard. She's lucky to have you, though, as a support system. I'm glad that she is. Ooh, okay. That sounds good. We're going to do, I don't know what else we'll do. We'll do Almond Rocha first because it's time. It's not time consuming. It's just one of the more difficult ones. You have to stand and stir it for a long ass time. So I figured you guys could keep me company while I do that. I have a few other things that I need to make still, but yeah, okay. I love the new intro too. It just needed to be switched up a little bit. Everything has its time and place, and after a year, I was like, I need a new intro. Hey, Revival. Y'all wrapping presents. What are you guys up to? Anything fun? Oh, that's great, Marie. That's wonderful. Hey, Wooddrake. It's so good to see you. It's good to see you. Sorry, guys. I'm just sitting here. We're just outside right now. I'll turn it on when we go inside. I just don't want to trigger the sensitivity of anybody with my. There's one person that has a bitch fest, which I don't even know why I give a shit because she's opting to review my videos. Like, you opt me to put on. Anyways, we'll talk some shit today too. We'll talk some shit, but we probably won't talk a whole lot of shit just because I don't really fucking have much to say. My goodness, everybody's flying today. The airport's been crazy busy lately. Grocery list, cleaning, football game. Oh gosh, Revival, that's a pain in the ass. Ugh, that's a chore in itself. We've gotten rain, y'all. Oh, Bree, I'm so sorry. One of my good friends on here went in for her first treatment today. She should be done, hopefully headed home. She started her treatments for cancer today. So everybody's going through so freaking much. I'm really sorry about your friend, though. That's terrible. And everybody else going through it. Happy life. We live in not far vicinity. I mean, there's airports all over here because it's a retirement area, like big retirement area. So we have a lot of retired pilots and a lot of private planes. There's multiple airports right in this area that they fly in and out constantly. Like there's entire communities that have hangars and stuff for their private planes. It's wild to me. I've never seen so many planes like that in my life. There's crazy planes. We flew last year on Christmas Eve and it wasn't bad. Coffee and then your 3-hour drive home. Gotta have coffee. I couldn't drink coffee and then drive. There's no way. I would have a gut ache from hell. I don't like the taste of it, but it don't like me. Even when I try it, it doesn't like me. It does not sit with my stomach at all. Oh, y'all, this week is long. It's a long week. Anybody got crazy weather or snow? It's weird when it rains here. The humidity is so... It's just weird. Everything gets sticky. Hey, Lisbeth, how are you? You make several stops for the bathroom. Yeah, that's for sure. That is for sure. End result is I have zero patience for this video bullshit going on. It's just pointless noise. That means nothing. It's hate for hate's sake. And my tolerance level is 0. Yeah, I can, you know how I feel about it. I can't even, it's so pointless to me. But again, I have a tendency to reserve judgment on things like that because I'm not involved, nor do I watch that stuff. So I couldn't tell you the ins and outs, nor do I want to know the ins and outs. I'm just not involved in that stuff deeply like that at all. It really has to affect me or my personal life for me to really get invested in it. But you were right on that. And here's the thing too. It would be hypocritical of me to like say, oh, an anonymous channel. I was anonymous for a long time until they doxed me, which unfortunately will come. It will happen. It's just the way this place works. And it's the holidays. It seems like it always kicks off during that time. Bree, that's really hard. That's really hard. I'm sorry. I'm sure you're left with like a bunch of questions or thoughts, you know. The closure is not there. All right, let's go in, wash my hands, and we'll get going. You guys can talk about whatever you want in the comment section too. When I cook, it's always hard for me to like navigate the comments. So feel free to say or talk about whatever you guys want amongst yourselves. You guys know I have an open chat. I always run an open chat. Anybody needs a display of that, go watch my last video on the main page. Holy shit. Oh, and I am going to address a few things about that. Just because they're on the top of my head. They're on the top of my head. Okay. And I have a little one home. So little one home sick again. So there's that. If you knew my family, if you met my family, you'd understand. That's where we're at today. Okay, almond roca. That's what we're doing. I should probably put I'm not putting an apron on today. Nope. Don't want to do that. Okay, let me grab my stuff. Most of the time I'm more prepared. I'm dragging ass though. I'm so tired. Oh yeah, she got it back. Oh, sorry. I need a nap. That's what I need. Okay, sugar. So, all you need is real butter. There is no substitutions for this. None. No substitutions. Don't try it. Don't try to make it cheaper. Stick to the real ingredients. It is expensive, especially if you don't know what you're doing and you fuck it up. Because butter is expensive. Hey, Manya. How are you? Is it winter for you in New Zealand or is it summer? My best friend lived in New Zealand multiple times and she loved it. I've actually got a lot of trinkets from New Zealand. Oh, it's summer. Okay, that's what my nails I need a fill. They're just black. They're terrible right now. I need a fill really bad. I just haven't between kids being sick and then appointments, I have had, and yes, I'm barely wearing a bra today. Okay. Leave me alone, Revival. I already know what's going to be said. Leave my boobies alone. Okay. We are getting there. Let me grab the rest of it. Be free. Right? What is normal these days? What is normal? So you're going to need a cookie sheet. These are older than me, probably. I always tell you guys that. It's not dirty, it's stained. You're going to need Hershey's chocolate bars. Well, you don't have to use Hershey's chocolate bars. Milk chocolate, whatever way you want. Real butter and sugar. And then I might get brave and try to do some individuals today. No, they're not Christmas. I need to get a few. I have not even had time. Normally, I don't do themed nails either. What was I looking for? I went to my pantry for something and now, the almonds. Duh, Becky. And then almonds. Okay. So, and you're going to need a really heavy bottom pan. So, of course, I got old trusty dusty. Wooden spoon. You need pot holders. Normally, I have all my stuff set up, but I don't today. Okay. I'm probably going to set you guys on top of the thing. Okay, ready? We're going to use a whole pound of butter. And I do it so my butter is frozen. This stuff is. So put the butter in first and I melt the butter a little bit to splash it up on the sides so it doesn't sugar. So I'm going to turn it on really low to start with. Oh, I've seen some crazy ones. There's a gal named Alex Erickson. She is a creator on YouTube. She's a true crime creator, but she has her nails. She posted a picture the other day of her nails all blinged out for Christmas, and they look really cute. They were really cute. I don't get into like the holiday stuff very much. Where's the cat? Probably Elizabeth. Revival. Do your boobs hang low? Do they wobble to and fro? Can you tie them in a knot? Can you tie them in a bow? Yes, I can, folks. We are making almond rocha. Hey, Nat Flo. Okay, so we're just gonna make sure you get all the paper off too, especially if you're giving it to other people. My counters have all been cleaned. They're cat hair free. People. Yeah, that shit is just, it's gotten out of control on all levels, all fucking levels. And the expectation of picking sides or because somebody doesn't like somebody or somebody's fighting with somebody or all of that is too much. I like who I like. And I've always like, I also don't understand the whole theory of like, you have to agree with somebody on every single thing. You can like and not like certain things. You can take and leave certain things. You can, like, people need to learn how to navigate a little bit. Okay. I put you guys up here so you can see. So my butter is starting to melt. So what I'm doing here is just coating the sides because we're going to be here doing this for quite some time. So I'm just trying to splash it up on the sides a little bit so it doesn't sugar. So that's what we're doing with this. And you're definitely going to want, I put even like these pad things on my countertops. This one's got this over here. I'll unfold it. Because this is hot as hell. Oh yeah. Look at my lovely outfit today. Don't mind me. I don't plan on leaving the house. Okay. Leave me be. Let me be. My feet were cold. Let me live my life, people. There's a couple of things I'm going to say. We've got some more videos to do on some situations. Well, we've got a lot of shit to do, but somebody got pissed at me the other day because in my video, I didn't acknowledge like all the stuff that's going on, or I didn't play babysitter in the comment section. First and foremost, I don't know the history with all of these people to interject my opinions. That's why we let the comment section go wild, because I'm not going to play matchmaker, babysitter, any of that shit. That's not who I am. That's not what I will ever be. Okay, 2 cups of sugar. 1, 2. Now I'm going to move you guys for a second so I can put the lid back on so you guys don't fall in the sugar bucket. Oh. I also got a boo-boo on my hand, and it will sting when I go get my nails done, so I've avoided it. Okay, here we go. So you can already see it's going to start looking kind of weird and wonky. It just looks like goop at first, but the butter will continue to melt, and we're going to crank up our heat a little bit once the butter's melted. So what we're going to do is we're going to melt. Can you what? Yeah, kiddo, they can't see you from there. Okay. You're okay. They're looking at my legs right now. Hey, T. Hey, Stonefly. Sorry, y'all, I'm not looking. Hey, Mandy, by the way. Oh, yeah. Oh, gosh, 3 birthdays? That's right. I remember you saying that yesterday. That's a lot. That's a lot. All in the same week. Oh, birthdays at Christmas. Yeah. Okay, you guys can kind of see what's happening here. So once the butter gets a little bit more melted, I'm going to crank the heat up, because what we have to do is we have to stir this. I'm going to turn the heat up, but we have to be present for that, because it starts to look like pudding. So you're going to get it all mixed together. So let's turn our heat up a little bit. Let's grab a Diet Coke, because I'm probably going to want one. What, kiddo? No, you're good. You can go back to your area. Yeah, but yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. I'll try to turn it. Just stay that way, though, please. Yeah. The garlic bread from last night's back here if you want that too. Can you go do me a favor and blow your nose, please? Okay. That's what we're doing with it, though. We're turning the butter brown. We're burning this. That's the point of this. This is why it gets complicated, because we are burning the butter without attempting to sugar it. This is why this is probably one of the more difficult recipes. This and divinity, the almond roca that's why people use Christmas crack or the stuff on saltine crackers, because it's cheaper and it's easier to make. Almond roca is a little on the difficult side if you don't know what you're doing, or you can do everything right and it can still sugar. So I shouldn't say that. So the big thing is we are going to cook it. Make sure you're really getting your sides, though, and you have to stir pretty much constantly. We're going to look for it to turn. So it's going to look like this. Kind of looks like banana pudding, lemon pudding at first. It will go together like this once the butter is all melted, and then it's going to separate, and it's going to start to look like caramel pudding, and then it will go back together. So you have to stir it consistently for about 15 minutes. So we're going to stand here and do this for about 15 minutes. T, thank you again so much. You're too kind to me. Too kind. All of you guys are. I can't say enough how my group is the best group. That's the other thing too. Like okay. So while I'm doing this, let's talk for a second. So I got an email asking why I didn't defend some of the uni fam and what has happened to them. First and foremost, I don't know the history with all of that. Secondly, Manya is Chesh's best friend. I didn't get replaced for she didn't replace anybody for me. Chesh and I have not even had a conversation in a DM or anything. Everything that we've talked about has been out front in the open, in chats. I don't care about everybody's hatred back and forth. I'm not a part of the anti-community. Never have I been. They pulled me in and made me a part of their BS, and I've never been a part of it. That's the big issue. I can only speak on my perspective and what has happened to me because that's the only thing I know. People were pissed that I wasn't defending Charla. First and foremost, Charla has court coming up on January 11th with this group of people. I am not about to come out here and say stuff out of place that could impact her legal situation or anything of that nature. I also do not know the ins and the outs of Charla's relationship with this group, how she met this group, I'm sure I could read through all the emails and find out more information. That's just not my point. Another thing, I am so sick of the accusations of me body shaming or going at people's looks and spewing vile shit. I have never once called a single person a fat ass, which I just got accused of. I have never gone at somebody's looks like that. Like I will make jokes about moose knuckle magoo, stuff like that. But that is not typically where I even go. So miss me with that bullshit. Secondly, Ronell, you are fucking weird and just in over your head. Like, I don't have nothing for you, but you make your own dangerous, slanderous allegations that at some point in time are going to come back to haunt you. And if you are former law enforcement, I don't know if that's true or not. You would think you would know. But I guess you're just the type to, hey, we all should hate Katie Joy. So in essence, because Becky doesn't hate Katie Joy, I'm just going to slander her. Well, your slanderous allegations are going to come to a head at some point in time. I've never struck anybody, but there's a couple channels that they definitely could. Aaron, to you, clipping the times I've talked about you and then trying to spin the narrative on stuff, that's interesting because you left the context out. You were not even including the parts. Like one of the things I was talking about uni and you were all bent out of shape because I mentioned your name. I said that you guys had all been a part of stuff, knew each other. Okay. And I've never done content on you. I've never reviewed your videos. I don't intend that to change. I've never said I've never talked about you. I don't watch you. I don't need to watch you to see what a disaster you are. There's plenty of other people that watch you for me to understand. Kathy P reviews you and Shesh reviews you, and that's all I need. I don't need anything else. So there's that. Let's see. Who else? Oh, about the Megan stuff. I do not know all of the people that Megan has targeted in the past. I have never claimed to. That's why I tiptoe around those situations because I don't have any intent on going back and like learning every single detail and person she has ever hurt. I didn't speak on the Claire situation or the mocking media situation because I don't even fucking know who those people are. Mind you, they have done videos on me, which I could care less about, but I don't know the situation to speak on them or anything like that. This is my channel. I speak on things I know of or have experienced myself. So when it comes to other people and their experiences, that's why we let everybody talk in the comment section the way it was. Now, when it comes to the accusations -X that you like to make and you continue to make, those are on you. They're clipped. There's clips of them. If anybody wants those clips of what you've said about my subs and the continued lies and the allegations that you've made, they can hit me up at any point in time and I will gladly give them to them. You make dangerous accusations and then claim foul when anybody claps back at you. You have no wherewithal or self-awareness whatsoever with your accusations and how dangerous they are. So miss me with your crybaby bullshit. I could give two shits less. I didn't even know who you were until you started making dangerous, slanderous allegations. Some of the people that are now in the comment section over here with their eyes wide open, we don't forget where they came from or the dangerous shit that they've said about me or the misinformation or anything like that. I'm just tolerant because I don't really care at the end of the day. At the end of the day, their feelings about me are their feelings, and I don't have time to go through and fight or review every one of the fucking antis that has said shit about me or reviewed me or anything of that nature. It's just not going to happen. I don't have enough time, nor do I find it interesting. Most of them are boring as hell. And they want to talk about Katie Joy, who I know very little about. Very little about. So there's that. So you can see the butter is browning. Yep, it's starting to. So we're burning it now. We're burning it down. Hold on, I got to get a heat pad because it's getting hot. So now you guys can still see it. Okay. I would move you guys, but I can't stop stirring. So you can see how it's starting to burn. That's exactly what it's supposed to do. I know, crazy. And it doesn't smell the best while you're doing this, but it's really good. So you can see how it kind of separated out a little bit and now it's coming back together. All right. We are almost there. We are almost there. Sorry, I'm just rattling. Okay, I'm going to remove it from heat and look at it for a second. And it's hot. Don't do this if you're... Perfect. Okay. So now that we removed it from heat, you don't have to add almonds in it if you don't want to. Into the main part, you can just put them on the top, but I like them in it. So now we're just adding the almonds, as you can see, to the pan. And the bottom of the pan is going to brown. Like it's going to look like it's scorched. It's not scorched. This is just how it's supposed to look. Okay. And you don't have to add a whole lot because we're going to put almonds on the top too. All right. Sorry, I'll get back to my rant and anything else I need to say in a minute, but this is more important. I can multitask unlike some. All right. And yes, I clean it off just to make sure it's all round up. Okay. Now we're going to cheat today. If I can find my spoon. Hold on. Where did it go? I'm trying to find my soup ladle. There it is. All right. I got these little silicone things. Can you guys see? No, you can't. Okay, hold on. Let me move you guys over so I can show you what I'm doing. I need to get one of those bendable camera things, but in time, all in time. Okay. Kiddo? Yes, baby.
Is it okay I have a caramel?
Yeah, that's okay. Okay. We're going to try this and see how it turns out. Oh, there's a hair.
It's caramel?
No, this is almond roca.
What's that?
It's the stuff you don't like.
Disgusting. I smell it. Disgusting.
It smells like burnt butter, huh?
Yes, disgusting.
You guys can't really see.
Burnt butter. What is burnt butter?
Can you please, if you're going to be touching stuff besides your caramel, though, wash your hands, please?
Okay.
I'm using, you guys can't see it. I'll show you in a second, but I'm making them into these little squares. I'm putting them in these. So I can make individual little squares. You can, and I'll show you what to do with the rest of it. So you can just dump this out at this point on a cookie sheet and put it in the freezer or the fridge and let it cool. Well, we got another step to make to that point yet, but if you don't have these little silicone molds, you don't need them. You can just dump it on a cookie sheet and crack it. I'm just trying to give this as gifts for family. So I'm trying to make them a little bit more individual bite-size pieces. Okay. got one tray filled. Sorry, talk amongst yourselves. Say whatever you guys want. I'll look at the comments in a minute. Oh, don't forget, Manya Chush has a video dropping at 2. Well, 2 my time. I'm not sure what anybody else's time, but she's got another segment of the company dropping today. I think. I could be wrong, but I think that's what I finished her one I missed yesterday this morning. I watched that this morning. And they can overlap. It doesn't matter because they'll break apart. So there's that. And we probably got enough for 2 more. Let's get another cookie sheet out. So again, like I said, if you don't have cookie sheets like this to do this with, if you don't have cookie sheets, just dump the full thing. Or if you don't have the molds, just dump the full thing on your cookie sheet and let it spread on its own. And then I'll show you how to make the rest of it work. Okay, I can get rid of this now. Sorry, y'all, I'm not even paying attention to what you guys are saying. If you're asking questions, we'll catch them in a minute. All right. And you, like I said, you don't have to add almonds into it. You don't even have to, if you don't or are allergic to almonds, you don't have to add almonds at all. In fact, I'll make another batch of this without almonds at all because Kyle is kind of allergic. He's not really allergic, but he gets a little sensitivity to almonds. So, and it sets up pretty fast. Like I said, these will all break apart. So it's not really perfect, but it works. You can also make them into little rolls too. I've seen people do that. That's how you usually buy it from the store, is little rolls. Okay, let's see what we got here. Probably got enough for like 3 more. The baby is sick of being sick. My girls are in school until, well, they have school tomorrow too. But they are out longer into January than I'm used to. So it's a little bit, it's weird. It's a weird schedule, but I like it so far. So far, it's not bad. They don't go back right after the beginning, like after the New Year's. They have a few days off. Okay. Now we're going to put this right into the sink because it's hot as fuck. Oh, where's my other hot pad? Throw some water in that, let it soak. You need to make sure, though, you're using a really heavy-duty pan. Okay, now bring this over here so you guys can see it. I'll adjust the camera in a second, too. Sorry, guys. Okay, so we got them on the little things. Now I grabbed one of the Hershey bars. Bye. I'll see you later. Thanks for coming in. And then we're going to add a little piece of chocolate to each one. And it's so hot, it starts to melt on its own. We'll come back with a spatula in a minute and add it or move it around a little bit so it's not just a chunk of chocolate. You got to move kind of fast though too, because it starts to lose its heat and you want that chocolate to melt. These are really good. And then we'll take some of our almonds and make it into a little bit of a sprinkle type topping. In a minute. I just broke that. These little things work so far so good. This is my first time using these. The almond roca is hardening up, but the chocolate's going to melt. So the butter gets hard. Okay, we need one more. We need 1 1/4, and then you know who's going to want the rest of the chocolate bar. There's 18 of you guys. Imagine that. You can use milk chocolate, chocolate chips too, whatever you have, but I would stick to milk chocolate for flavor wise. And you can move it around. You can see like the chocolate. Oh yeah, I just put my finger in it and it's really melted. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it melts. Now that I put my finger in it, I gotta wash my hands again. All right. Now we need one more. Here, baby girl. Non.
Yeah.
Here. You can have this, the rest of this.
It doesn't have almonds in it, does it?
No, it's just the chocolate bar, kiddo.
Yay.
So now we're just going to take our spatula and move your chocolate, or like spread it a little bit on your bar. You don't have to get all crazy on it because we're going to pop these out and break them apart as is. So you just want it to kind of fill your little square up a little bit. No, sir. Go away. You don't have to get all, I mean, you could spend time doing all of this and make it perfect if you wanted to. I'm not about the looks as much as the taste. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm not looking at you. Just moving fast. Trying to move fast here. Melt your chocolate around. And if it takes too long, you can always melt your chocolate and then pour it onto, I guess. You could do that. I've never done that myself, but I think it would probably work just as well in the long run. You just don't want to over melt it. And it will continue to melt as it sits. And it's already hardening, which is exactly what we want it to do. Okay. You guys can see that? Oh, you guys kind of are at a bad angle. Sorry. Kind of see what's going on here a little bit. So that's what they look like in the little molds. Again, you can dump it all out on a cookie sheet though. You don't have to get this technical and use molds if you don't want to. I just am trying this because I wanted to see if it worked. All right. Now I'm grabbing out my Ninja. So I just use, you don't have to have one of these either to do this, of course. I'm just cheating because it's what I have, easy accessible. I do have a little like blender thing too. That works really well. But we're just gonna dump some of the almonds in my little Ninja thing here. Okay, there's that. And then you just take, so I pulverized the almonds. Then you just take and sprinkle it. You can put a lot, you can put a little bit. You don't have to put it all on the top. You could wait until they are set up and you could try to roll them on both sides if you wanted to, I guess. Whatever works for you. There's no right or wrong way to do any of this. The only wrong way is when you cook it. That's the worst part. Because this is basically burnt butter and sugar. And doing it without getting it to sugar it is tricky. You just got to really watch the color of it. Kiddo, do you need more cough medicine? Okay, give me 1 second. She sounds terrible. She hasn't had any yet this morning, but there's that. All right. So again, when these pop out, there'll be little individual squares, which I will take pictures of and show you. So we've got our 2 little pans of that. So now we're going to stick it in the fridge. You can stick it in the fridge or the freezer and let it set up the rest of the way. I'm just going to stick it in the fridge so I don't have to go to the garage. Just be careful when you are sticking it in the fridge though, because it does get hot. Okay, I can turn you guys up now. Ah! And if you're like me, you just stick your fingers in it. All right. And it's the chocolate, melted chocolate is really good. You could, yep, you could use, this is basically kind of a form of toffee. A lot of people will call this toffee. It's not. You know what it tastes like? How many of you have had a Heath candy bar? You guys know what a Heath candy bar tastes like? It's exactly the same. And that's that. That's all it is for almond roca. So here's your recipe again. 1 pound of butter, 2 cups of sugar, extra large Hershey's bar or a 6-pack of them, which we only used 3.5 of them. And then white almonds. And then that's all you do. That's it. That's all. So that's that. What else do you guys want to make? Maybe let me wash my pan here. And then maybe we'll make another batch of caramel right quick. Make it a little bit softer. make the caramel a little softer. Okay. Clean up my mess. Oh, that's my mixer. I always, after my almonds are, that's what this tastes like. Hey, Cat's Pee. Hey, everybody popping in. This is Erie. Hi. This is the rest of the almonds. I just throw them in the freezer so they don't stale as bad. Okay. So almond roca, the first batch, done. Put that one away. Oh, so we could do peanut brittle. We could do buckeyes or caramels. Somebody told me I make this look easy. I've been making this since I was a little kid. I've been helping my mom make candy since I don't even remember. This was always, oh, Kathy, good. I'm glad you're going to the doctor. This has always just been a family pastime. It's not that I make it look easy. It's just, you get in a zone, I guess. Does that make sense? The one thing with almond roca, just make sure you have everything prepped and ready to go. Revival, you would love these then. You would love these. All three sounds good? Okay. Let's see. Sorry, guys, my nose is... I'm trying not to get her cold. But I think it's coming on no matter whether I want it to or not. Whether I want it to or not. All right. Oh, I gotta get cough medicine. Hold on. Hold. Buckeyes? You guys want to do Buckeyes? Okay. That's a time-consuming bitch, but we'll do it. I have nothing better to do, and I have to do them anyway, so we can do them together. The part about the Buckeyes that I don't like is dipping them in chocolate. That's a pain in the ass. Here, kiddo. Make sure you guys are that way. Sorry, guys. She's going to come out here, so. Make some caramels with the kids. They'll like that. Here, kiddo. Nana. It's on the corner of the bar right there. All right, y'all. And then you can just set it over the back of the sink if you want and dump it in the sink. Okay, thank you. I'm turning the camera back, so if you come out here, let me know, okay? Sorry, guys. I look like crazy. All right, let's get the Buckeyes going. Okay, we're going to put these two back over here. So for Buckeyes, we need butter, which we've got out and softened already. So you need 1 cup, which is 2 sticks, of course. We're going to need peanut butter, vanilla, powdered sugar, and semi-sweet chocolate chips. So we've got semi-sweet chocolate chips. These are for dipping. You won't need those right away. In fact, I could have left them in the freezer. We're going to need powdered sugar, and it's a lot, so we'll get it all out right quick. And then I need to find somewhere to put that. And then we need peanut butter. Peanut butter and vanilla. And we'll use my mixer for this. Let me clean up my other stuff. Sorry, guys, I'm like dinging around over here. And you're gonna need, put that away. I got almonds all over this. Oh well, that's all right. We make messes. We clean them up later. Okay, so we gotta freeze them. We'll make them, and then if I don't dip them right now, we will come back and dip them. So we need, yeah, Elizabeth, that's very true, very likely. I think it's also just something I enjoy. I know cooking stresses people out, so I don't ever want to discount that because it definitely stresses some people out, rightfully so, especially candy making and stuff, because it gets expensive. Your ingredients aren't cheap, especially when you're using real butter and stuff. It adds up pretty fast, but it is a gift that people love. Handmade, homemade, anything, like whether it be crafts, blankets, food, like that means so much to people. Canned goods, when you can jellies and jams and stuff and give them to people, they genuinely, for most part, like some people are materialistic pieces of shit, but everybody in my world that I'm close to, like the handmade stuff, the homemade stuff, is so much more appreciated than shit bought at the store because it's made with love. Like, I don't know. It's just different. All right. We need a 2-cup. We could do this though. Let's do, we're going to add our 6 cups of powdered sugar. And I always cheat so I don't have to use multiple cups. So this is a 2-cup measuring cup. So I'm going to use this one so I can add the peanut butter to it after. So 2 cups. Get your butter in there already. Let me open the other bag. Get all of it out. Powdered sugar and me fight. Yeah, I love homemade stuff. That makes me, I don't know. I've just always been old school like that. Because somebody's taken their time to do it. Not just going to the store and buying a gift. I'm trying not to have a powdered sugar catastrophe. Told you guys, powdered sugar and I always fight. All right. Oh, I got it on my cupboard. It'll go poof when I put it in the mixer too. That's expected. Okay, there's your 6 cups of powdered sugar. Now we're going to put the powdered sugar away. I just can't have clutter on my countertops. I have to put everything back in its spot. I'm ridiculous like that. We're going to need a cookie sheet for this too. And for this one, I'm just going to stick a Silpat on it so they don't stick. Because we're going to roll them into balls here in a minute. Okay, now we need powdered sugar. Or, not powdered sugar, we got that. Peanut butter. And it doesn't matter what kind of peanut butter you use. You can buy that expensive shit if that's your preference too. Totally your call. So now we need 1.5 cups of peanut butter. It'll probably be this whole jar, if not more. Ugh, I do not like peanut butter on its own either. How many of you guys are peanut butter lovers? I don't mind peanut butter like in peanut butter cups or in Buckeyes, but I am not a fan of regular peanut butter. Yep, it's about this whole size of jar. Okay. So 1 pound. Probably a little bit more than I needed, but it's fine. It's all good. Okay, there's that. We're going to add this in there. Okay. Ugh. Peanut butter lover. Hey, Eve. I know I'm just not I don't like it plain. I don't like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I'm not a peanut butter fan. I used to when I was a kid. I loved crunchy peanut butter. Oh, puppy chow. Puppy chow is great. Eve, we were talking about that with with my caramel recipe. I have not done any infused ones yet, but I would be totally for that. Totally for that. Okay, now we need 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. Let me get a teaspoon. Puppy chow as always. Peanut butter cookies. Who makes the peanut butter cookies with the Hershey's Kiss on the top? I don't remember what they call them. But you do the peanut butter cookie and then when they're warm, you stick the Hershey Kiss on the top. And I'm using my cheap vanilla for that one because it all tastes the same in this. I have cheap vanilla and expensive vanilla. That's a trick for my mama too. There's some stuff I will not use cheap vanilla in. Hold on, y'all. Oh, I don't know who it is. Okay. You guys love peanut butter? Ugh. I'm not a huge fan. All right. Let's hook it up to the mixer for a minute. Don't worry, it's just the dough hook for the mixer. Oh, all of it's falling. I need another basket for all my molds. I have so many silicone molds. They're all like tumbling out of the cupboard. Whoops. It was just this. Nothing broke. It normally hooks on the side of the basket. And when I took this one out, it went crash. Okay. Here, ready for the poof? You can always see like the powdered sugar just go whoosh. I'm not a fan of chocolate, not a whole lot. I don't mind a little bit here and there, but I'm not a big fan of it at all. You could also use a hand mixer for this if you prefer. Here, I'll take you guys over there. If you have earbuds in. Oh, legs. You mean my short little stubs, you mean? My legs are tiny. They're those itty bitty short little things. I have a super short inseam. Okay, that's what it starts to look like. My mixer is even struggling, so let me fix it. We're going to open it up. Take this off. Well, we're not going to take it off yet. Actually, where is... I have another... Where'd it go? Right here. Spatula again. And it's supposed to make this like kind of stiff, crumbly dough. That's the consistency that you want. We're going to, after we get it mixed again, we're going to get all this kicked out of my beater. And then we're going to turn it on again and let it go a little bit longer. And then we're going to make them into little balls. And then you freeze them. And then you dip them in chocolate. And I use a toothpick to dip them. Bless you. All right, let's mix it some more. And it's kind of heavy. And you want it to be a little doughy, like crumbly. That's exactly what we're looking for. And the reason we freeze them is so it's cold, so the chocolate sticks. Any questions? I have a shield for this thing too, but I never use it. All right, we're almost there. Okay, mixer's done. We'll keep this. Bring it over here. That's it. Buckeyes. Marcy, we're making buckeyes. Okay, let me clean that up for a minute. And yes, I'm ridiculous. I cannot stand messes, especially on my mixer with powdered sugar. Those of you that have cooked with me multiple times before know that I'm weird and I clean as I go. All right. This can go up to, we don't need that no more, but we'll just put it over here for now. Countertop is clean. I have a Band-Aid on. This is going to be a bitch. Oh, well, I'll do it one-handed. All right. Before we make these into balls, I'm going to let them sit for a second, and we're going to go outside and smoke. Just to let it kind of get to room temperature again a little bit, because I'm gonna make them into balls here in a second. I know, Carla, I'm weird like that. Creamy peanut butter. I don't know. I might steal a glove from Kyle's. No, I can do it one-handed. And then we're going to let it get to room temperature a little bit more. But then all we're going to do is make these little balls. You can make them really small if you would like. You can make them whatever size you prefer. And just these little balls. Or you can take this same mixture and use them for peanut butter cups. Same thing. However you prefer to do it. Add a little chocolate to the bottom of your cupcake, your silicone cupcake tin. Make a flat part of that, put it in there, and add chocolate to the top. Same thing. All the same thing. You can take this recipe and do a bunch. Okay, let's go smoke, and then I'll look at the comments. We'll take a break for a second. We'll come back and do the balls. We're just whipping through all of it. All right. If anybody needs that recipe again, too, I will give it to you. Give me a moment here. Okay, let's go outside. No, not you. Oh, actually, hold on. I need to take. Hey, Mark. What you up to, Mark? Are you at work? You at work? I got chills. They're multiplying. Tell me why grease lightning is stuck in my head today. Oh, I've had it stuck all damn day. And I don't even know why. What's up, SoFlo Mama? Goes out in shorts? No. Mary, look. My hair is a freaking disaster. You can tell I just threw it up in a ponytail and it's like every which way. You can tell that it's not raining anymore. But it's beautiful today. Like the sun's shining, palm trees. That we're replacing that dead palm in the corner this summer. They're gonna replace it. Yeah, it rained this morning. And then now hold on, let me tell you what the weather is. It's 65. It's nice here. That's why I have shorts on. Come on. My flyaways are flying away. Isn't it beautiful? Yeah, it's beautiful. We don't even have snow. It's so nice. I can't wait to get a new palm tree in the corner. I know it doesn't feel. We were in the swimming pool when we came down last year for Christmas. Some of you guys might remember that. Kyle and I took you guys to the swimming pool last year in December. It's beautiful. We just got done making almond roca, and we just made the inside of the Buckeyes. Now, when I'm done smoking, we're going to go back in and make them into little balls. Then we're going to freeze them and dip them. We might get through all of it today. We're cooking right along. We'll have almond roca done and Buckeyes done. It is fun. It's a lot of work, but it's fun. Oh, thank you, Mark. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. What you all up to today? Some of you are probably at work still, hanging out. Oh, hold on. Let me go back up in the comment section when I was on my rant. See, that was the perfect rant for what I was doing. It took us right to where I needed to go. 4 p.m. Perfect. Mania's throwing it down with the facts in there. The hair, I know. She's not here anymore, but Mandy, if you're still here, my mom, that's where I learned all this stuff. My mom used to make candy and sell it. My dad was a dairy farmer and we lived 30 miles out of town. The closest neighbors were a mile and a half up the road and they were my cousins. So we were out in the middle of nowhere in the boonies in the middle of North Dakota my entire childhood. And in order for my mom to make extra money, being a farmer, especially a dairy farmer back in those days, there wasn't a whole lot of money in it. And he sold commercially. It was Class C. So for like cheese and things like that. But we didn't have like a massive amount of cows. It wasn't one of those like 1,000-headed cows that they milked every time. We milked twice a day. But my mom would do Christmas candy and baked cakes and decorated cakes and stuff to make extra money when she was on the farm. So she would sell cakes and she would do all the bake sales and stuff around the holidays. That's how she made some extra money. So I grew up with it. I don't think there's a picture of me from when I was a little kid from high chair age on that doesn't have frosting all over my face. Some color of frosting. My favorite thing, my mom's homemade buttercream frosting and graham crackers. That's what I lived on. I swear. I don't know how I don't have like rotted all of everything out. I know. Yeah. Okay. Let me see. I don't know, Stonefly. I don't know where I supposedly do all these things. Thank you, Happy Life. I'm reading the comments again. I'm back up there just to make sure. You guys watching the color yet? You're fascinated by that recipe? Oh, it's so freaking good. Revival, you got to try it. Oh, sorry, Happy Life. Okay, I did get the camera look at the same time. Move the sugar. Sorry, you guys. You guys are all telling me to move it. I would have to taste the chocolate to make sure it's okay. Okay, I caught up. Nobody was saying too much. Okay, I don't have to answer any questions. I would love to learn how to make infused, like THC infused stuff. Okay, we're good. I got all the comments. There's nothing important that I needed to see. Thank you guys for holding down the fort in the comment section while I was doing that. All right, we're good. I went way back up there. Oh, yeah, you did. You did lose your W. I just realized that. I didn't even realize that. Hey, Rachel. Hey, Muffin Mouse. How are you all? You know, what's funny is I don't even really eat much of the stuff that I make. It is very rare if you'll see me eating sweets. I'm not a sweet eater. I'm just not like this. I don't know. I don't get the only thing you'll really catch me. I love me a good white cake with buttercream frosting. I love cake for some reason. That is still my go-to. Or I love cheesecake. I will eat cheesecake and banana cream pie. Otherwise, and I love a good apple crisp with vanilla ice cream. That's another thing I really love. But when it comes to this kind of stuff, Kyle, Kenzie, the kids, Kenzie doesn't eat much of it either. She had braces for so long she couldn't eat any of this stuff. So she's been raised with this stuff too. So I think once you ate so much of it, or you have it available, like she'll come out. I make this homemade chocolate syrup for ice cream that kind of does this. It almost is it's kind of a chocolate caramel cross. It's not a really rich chocolate, but it hardens over your ice cream. It kind of gives a shell. It's not as like the shell stuff that you buy in the store. It doesn't do that, but it's almost like a fudgy shell that it creates over your ice cream. Kenzie will come out at 9 o'clock and be like, Mom, She'll go look in the fridge to make sure we have the ingredients, and she's like, can you make me this right quick? Like, they're so used to, hey, I want caramels, can you make me a batch of them? Yeah. Chocolate dipped strawberries. Oh, I love me some chocolate dipped strawberries. That, you want to see me eat chocolate? That, yeah, there you go. I will eat chocolate on strawberries all day long. We got Valentine's Day coming up too, and I always make the kids each their own half dozen of chocolate covered strawberries and decorate them for them. Rachel, thanks for joining us. We're just hanging out, y'all. My camera's off right now because I'm outside smoking. I'll turn it back on and we'll go make the inside of these Buckeyes in a minute. If you guys try this almond roca recipe, please let me know how it turned out. And don't beat yourself up if it's sugars. It still usually will taste okay. And people that are not used to it won't know the difference. I'm not joking. Like, most of them won't. You'll see the texture is a little off and the sugaring of them. If you really burn it, you will have an issue. But if you do what I did and time it between 13-15 minutes, just bullshit, stand there and stir it and watch it, the color change, that's what you're looking for. There, you could use a candy thermometer. I know there's recipes online that call for a candy thermometer. I don't like those because it usually burns it. It gets too hot and it scorches it. So, and every area of the country, depending on your humidity, like today, I was going to make divinity with you guys live, but the humidity is so high that I don't even dare try it. Oh, I love buttercream. I can't stand whipped cream frosting, Mark. Oh, it's got to be a real buttercream. Real buttercream. I've never liked the whipped cream frosting. Ever. Costco cakes. Costco has a good buttercream, and their filling usually is pretty good. I don't like meringue either. I'm weird. I am really picky. I would love to make divinity with you guys because that one is the most difficult recipe. Almond roca and divinity are the two hardest recipes that I've ever made as far as candy making. I can make glass candy with you guys too. Do you guys remember the old school glass candy? Anybody have that before? Okay, I will. I'll get my mom's. I will get my mom's buttercream recipe and share it with you guys. I wish my mom was tech savvy so I could bring her on with me because you guys would get the biggest kick out of my mom. She is fucking funny. But you think I cuss like a truck driver. My mom is freaking hysterical. She is, and she's beautiful. She's freaking talented. She can throw down in the kitchen like no other. But she's not tech savvy. She'd be like, what the fuck is this? I send her links to stuff and she's always like, how do I open that? What is this? I'll send her TikToks and she's like, what the fuck is that? What am I supposed to do with that? That's exactly the text messages I get back to. She has Kenzie tripping out. She was messaging Kenzie the other day and asking her if she wanted this, that, and the other things in her will. Do you want this willed to you? And Kenzie's like, Grandma, what the hell is wrong with you? Ooh, do they, Mark? One of my really good friends, she's on the East Coast. We always like, there's a group of us, there's 3 of us that they're like, we're the 3 best friends that anyone could have. That's basically us, like ridiculous stuff. One of us she's up over by Maryland, and then one's in Texas, and I'm over here. So for birthdays and stuff, we have always found like different things to ship each other because we can't ship homemade goods. We found these cakes in a jar. They go in a mason jar, and I'll have to share them with you guys sometime what they are, but they are amazing. So we send each other back and forth all these like weird specialty treats. She has sent me saltwater taffy, of course, from the coast, and some other stuff from like Maryland and Delaware and New York and stuff. I've tried some of the craziest stuff. She finds some of the coolest shit though. She bought Kyle, it was this crate. He had to actually use a crowbar and a hammer to open the crate, and it was all about coffee. It was cool as shit. But she is so amazing because she finds the coolest shit, and it's not stuff that is just your typical from the store stuff. It's all these like little intricate things, and it's amazing. We always enjoy that though. The 3 of us go back and forth and do that. In fact, one of them's got a birthday coming up. Oh my gosh, that's hysterical. My mom can't see the keypad on hers. My brother is thankfully close by and really techie, so he can help her with that stuff. But I don't even think she has internet. I think she just uses it on her phone. Actually, I'll have to ask Kenzie. I think she said she was getting internet. My mom's old school. Old school. My parents were married for 17 years. And then they got divorced when I was 7. And she moved into town, but she's always been a CNA. She owned restaurants. And then she worked. My mom's worked so much her entire life until she couldn't anymore, but she's a trip. She is freaking funny as hell. She can be a pain in the ass at times too. Don't get me wrong. I'm more stubborn than she is. Way more stubborn than she is, for sure. I definitely am a combo of my pops and my mom, especially looks wise. Homemade peppermint ice cream. Ooh, now that sounds really good. Awesome Swiss cake rolls. I have heard people make Swiss cake rolls a lot. Yay, Revival. I love those freaking leggings. Those leggings are hands down by far my favorite leggings. Mine are not getting any use this year. I haven't bought them in over a year. And I'm still no holes or anything. Okay, here we go. Sorry, guys. It's a rough hair day. It's just up in the, it's just what it is today. That's all we're getting. That's all you get, and you don't throw a fit. Okay, so now we're going to take and turn the filling, which is right here. I just used an ice cream scoop, and yes, I washed my hands. And I'm trying to keep it away from my fingers because I have a Band-Aid on. And Band-Aids are gross. So I just try to use the palm of my hand. In fact, I'm going to take my ring off. And then, like I said, you can make whatever kind you want. I should check again, Revival. They might be on sale again. They go on sale quite a bit. I need to put an alert on so I can share them with you guys when they're on sale. I noticed they added some new like capri ones and stuff on there. I haven't tried any of them yet, but I'm usually just in spandex shorts. So that's all we're doing. Nothing fancy about it. You don't have to. But like I said, you can turn this into, you could melt your chocolate, put a layer of chocolate in your, you can use cupcake tins. Did you guys know cupcake tins pop apart? Ooh, taffy. Yeah, I like some taffy. Taffy is hard to make. Glass candy is hard to make. Rock candy is what we call it. But so you're just making these little balls. And this makes quite a bit. I could have actually halved this recipe probably and had plenty. So then what I do with this, so you guys know how I go about this, all these little things. So I give these as gifts to family and family friends, like my neighbors. We have a Christmas party this weekend. So I'll take a basket. I go to the dollar store and either buy those little tins. Well, they're actually pretty good sized, and use those. And then I individually package each little thing. And depending on how many people they have in their household, like the neighbors, they're having a party, so there will be quite a few. So I'll take like 10 of each thing and put it in a little tray and then tie bows on it with a card. Our parents, well, my in-laws, I usually take them because there's just the two of them, but I take her enough so she can freeze stuff. So they have it. But then I usually just do that, and that's how it goes. Sometimes I will usually, but now that the girls are in middle school, it's a little different. I tend to make like the teachers, homeroom teachers, at least little baskets. The kids, they can't share homemade treats at the school for school parties anymore, which sucks. But I will make their homeroom teachers or like the IEP team. That's who we got to know really well. So. Oh, that's amazing, Kay. Sorry, I'm just bullshitting with you guys as I do this. And there's no right or wrong way to make these into little balls. I'm just using an old school ice cream scoop is all I'm doing. And like I said, I'm trying to keep it away from my Band-Aid because Band-Aids carry germs and ain't nobody got time for that. And then we'll check on the almond roca in a minute and pop one out. And I'll show you how I package them up. Typically, this is the first time I've tried those molds. Typically, what I do is pour it on a cookie sheet and then just sometimes you have to use a hammer, but I just break it into pieces and then just put it in a bag. Red velvet. Ooh. With cream cheese frosting. Where's Vic when I need somebody to fight with over coconut? She likes coconut. She likes German chocolate frosting. Vic and Kenzie are a lot of like. Vic is like my Kenzie. Polar opposite in a lot of stuff. And her love of mustard. That's too big. If we had in-home aids, which hopefully in January we will have in-home aids for the girls again, but I usually try to make them something too for Christmas or so they can take it home to their family and stuff. Is Dexter sleeping? Oh yeah, hold on. I'll turn you guys to look at him. He's on his pillow. Try not to touch my hand to the camera. Can you see him? Oh my God, did I tell you? I haven't told you guys this yet. So the cats that are hanging out in the garage, so we figured out the two of them we think are fixed. Somebody brought that up in the comment section. We think they were trapped and released. But after the holidays, we're going to check because we're on a wait. The neighbor isn't taking care of them. So we have a time limit before it's like kidnapping somebody's animal kind of thing. But after the holidays, I'm going to try and take them into like a low cost vet and get them their shots and have them checked to make sure that they have been fixed. But they brought Kenzie a rat the other day, a half-skinned rat. And today they brought her a piece of, I think it was a mouse. I'm not really sure what the hell it was, but they keep bringing it and dumping it in front of the garage door. I'm like, they love you. They're yours. How sweet, right? I know. I'm like, outdoor cats that hunt. My cats wouldn't even know what to do if a mouse ran across. They would all run and hide. I know. Everybody's like, but that's a sign that they love you and they want you to be proud of you. They're bringing their mama food. And I'm like, great. That's all we need. Great. And I'm deathly, for those of you that don't know, I'm deathly afraid of rodents. Mice and rats are, you want to see me burn down a house? That would be the way to go. Look at my sinuses on the one side. God damn. I'm so sick of this infection. I guess I could filter my videos like everybody else does. So my face is even. Cats are such weirdos. They're something else, that's for sure. My sissy britches, though, they wouldn't know what to do. Can you guys see the one in the swing? Luna's in the swing back there in the little hammock behind the couch. That's where Luna hangs out like all day. Yeah, Happy Life. I thought about that, but I don't know if they've had their shots or anything. I'm gonna try to figure out how we can tell. Somebody said that they sometimes brand the bellies or like give a tattoo to make sure that they're fixed. Some do the cropping of the ear because both of the white ones have the little ear crops. So I don't know. We'll see. They need wormed. They don't have fleas though. That's one thing I know they don't have. They are cute little shits. They are. It just happens to be that we live. Have they told you to quit smoking yet? Girl, for years. Especially with the sinus stuff, yeah. But it's a staph. It's a staph infection, so I've had to take antibiotics and antifungals. And it just I have an IgA, IgG deficiency that makes me have chronic infections that are really hard to get rid of. So yeah, I got that lecture from the heart doc. Oh, I got my heart monitor back working yesterday. I went in and had that's why I felt like shit yesterday. I came home and I was exhausted, but he had to run tests on I am quitting. Yeah, that's the goal, is to quit smoking. Kyle and I both. We're trying to use that as leverage. That is the goal, to quit. I just got to find something to replace it with. I don't mind the water vapes, though, with the no nicotine. Oh, yeah. I get the lecture about smoking all the time from my girls. Yeah, I know, Kay. I'd love it too, Revival, honestly. I don't think it would necessarily like help. It might help some of my health issues. I don't know. I've smoked for so long. It's crazy because I smoke more when I'm online with you guys than I do. Like if I'm talking or having somebody to talk to or hang out with or something like that, I go outside and like hang out and smoke. I love being outside. But if I'm just sitting in the house or dinging around, I don't smoke very often. It's the stupidest thing. I'm a terrible smoker. I hate the smell of it. I hate smelling like smoke. Nope. No. What does she do? Revival, I'm scared. It's tough. Yeah, see, I'm afraid to switch to vaping because I think I will stick to vaping. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a habit for sure. How did you do it, Elizabeth? Did you use gum or did you use patches, or how did you do it? Anybody that's successfully quit, tell me what you did. I thought about doing a hypnotism. I've heard people have had great luck with being hypnotized. I've tried the whole head injury thing. Kenzie was hopeful that when I hit my head, I wouldn't remember that I was a smoker afterwards. That didn't work out. And I don't feel like doing that again. Oh, Revival. I gotcha. Yeah, what about the patches? Has anybody tried those? Okay, our little bollies are done. Our little ball friends. And you can make them way smaller than this. I just make them like that size because each person, you can cut them in half too. That's the other thing. A lot of people will like them cut in half. So any way you can do it. And now we're going to put these in the freezer. I've heard that little, I don't remember what it is. There's a gum, a new gum, or lozenges, I guess. I've had the patches in the hospital when they put the nicotine patches on. But I've never had any success long-term with them. Yeah, that's same with me, Elizabeth. Or not Elizabeth, Happy Life. Dry sockets. I actually quit smoking when I had my wisdom teeth out. I got my wisdom teeth out in my 30s, and that was hell. Well, no, I wasn't. I was in my late 20s when I got my wisdom teeth out, and then I had my tonsils out in my 30s, and that was fucking terrible. Too easy to take off. I've heard a lot of people smoke with the patches on. Did you just cold turkey? Okay. Okay, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go put these in the freezer. Actually, I'll put them in here. All right. There's that. Now I'm going to move you guys over here so I can do the dishes. I'm going to set you guys over here so I can do my dishes while we do this. Don't mind me. I'm going to run water. Oh my God. Speaking of dry sockets, when Kenzie had, that's how she got trigeminal neuralgia. She had a molar extracted, and hers started with trigeminal neuropathy. So she was 16. Was she 16? She was 15. No, she had just turned 16. She had just turned 16. She had a molar that she needed to have taken out because it was impacted. So they went in and they were like, oh, we'll just take her wisdom teeth out at the same time. Well, her wisdom teeth hadn't even dropped. Nowhere close. And the guy that did it, it was called advanced oral surgery in Yakima, Washington. The dudes weren't oral surgeons. They were general dentists. We didn't know that until after the fact. But what happened was her wisdom teeth should have never even been touched because they weren't even coming down into the area that they should be. So they had to dig for him. They called it a complicated surgery. So when we left there, she was in massive amounts of pain, and we had to go pick up her prescription for her medication. And we were like, oh, we'll get her medication in her. She'll be fine. Well, within hours of her medication taking, she still was crying in pain. I've never seen anything like it. And her mental health therapist was with us. So she was really close to our family, and Kenzie asked her because her anxiety was so high because she had just been in the hospital for 9 days. So she went with us, and she was like, something's wrong. This is not normal. And I was like, yeah, this isn't anywhere close to anything. So I called there, couldn't get a hold of them. They were off, ended up taking her to the ER. And the doctor was like, this isn't, she doesn't have an infection or anything. He's like, but something's not right. So they got her a little bit comfortable. They started her on nortriptyline, I think, was the first one at the ER, because he said, my grandfather has this condition called tic douloureux. That's trigeminal neuralgia. That's the old school name for it. And he's like, and I think that's what's going on. And he's like, but I can't be sure because I just can't see in there. Or, I don't have the expertise to say. But he's like, if anything, he's like, what she's describing is exactly what my grandfather went through. So by that Monday, we finally got a hold of the dental office, and she was miserable. I have never cried so much in my life as that weekend, crying with her, because nothing we could do would make her comfortable. Like, there was nothing, because trigeminal neuralgia is like an electrocution type shock. It's not typical pain. And she couldn't describe what she was feeling. She was like, I feel like I'm being electrocuted. Like, she was in so much pain, and it just we couldn't make sense of it. I took her in. They were like, bring her back in. So we took her back into the general dentist. Again, even though they call themselves oral surgeons, they're fucking not. And she was in so much pain. Those mother effers sat her in the chair, made me leave the room, and they took a scalpel and scraped her gums, checking for infection. She was not sedated. She was not numbed. She was nothing. You could hear her from the front screaming. They held her down, like held her in the chair. Those motherfuckers called CPS on me because I might have threatened one or two of them. I went running in that office in the back of that room, and I was like, what in the fuck is going on? And they were like, there's not an infection. And I'm like, no shit. We already knew that. She was in such bad shape that like made it 10 times worse. Finally, I ended up driving her an hour and a half to an oral surgeon in the Tri-Cities. And they instantly diagnosed her with trigeminal neuralgia. They were like, she's got trigeminal neuralgia from the trigeminal neuralgia had started off of the neuropathy from the inflammation in her areas. She should have never been operated on to begin with. And they did all the imaging, confirmed that's what it was, and got her set up. Like, it was a radiation oncologist oral surgeon who does like mouth cancer. That was a friend of mine through my LuLaRoe business, had seen him, and he had helped her. And she got us into him after hours at the cancer center. And he came in to see her, didn't take her insurance or anything, but just did it to help us. Got her on the right medication. She started to come, a little bit down. It was hell in a handbasket. Like, I've never seen anything like it. And she was just miserable. And then we went to Seattle Children's to a neurology team, and they confirmed once again that that's exactly what she was going through. Got her on all the right meds and stuff that they could do. But she was so fucked up. Then they tried to send us to the University of Washington for injections and stuff in her face. Her insurance declined it. They said there's nothing more we can really do besides med management. So we moved to Utah. That's why we moved to Utah, was because there was a trigeminal neuralgia specialist that was willing to take her on. So when we got there, we met with the entire team. And there was, I think, sis, that was at Huntsman Cancer Institute. Radiation oncologists, neurosurgeons, they were great, amazing physicians. And she did have injections. Finally, she had a block done. She had all this shit done. And it finally started to give her a little bit of relief. We've done lidocaine infusions for her, like intravenous lidocaine infusions at the pain management center. She had dry needling. She's had dry needling, massage therapy, cupping, like anything to try and make her comfortable. But that was the scariest shit we've ever been through. The scariest shit. And I will always say, like, for those of you that have Medicaid or Medicare and are doing anything oral surgery wise, verify that they're actual oral surgeons and go to an oral surgeon, please, because a lot of these guys and a lot of general dentists are amazing, but there's a lot of them that should not be doing any of these operations, and they do it because they get kickbacks. And they don't make much off of a normal, like, moral extraction, like to have a molar, what the hell am I saying? Anyways, a molar extraction. So that's why they, we'll just do the wisdom teeth at once. They should have never touched her wisdom teeth. And she has dealt with the repercussions since. We didn't even attempt to sue them or anything because it was so chaotic. We could do some stuff. In fact, we talked to one of the neurosurgeons was like, they actually reported them. So when they called CPS because I threatened them, the CPS worker came to the house. Kenzie was there. I was on my way to get her medication. She was 16. The CPS walked to the door, looked at her, talked to her for a few minutes, wrote up her report, called the mental health therapist and her team of doctors, verified everything, closed the case. She was like, nope, we're not, this is bullshit. But in retaliation of me and the neurosurgeons writing complaints on these guys, they called CPS on me. That's why these people online don't, I have nothing to hide, nothing. That's why you want to talk about going through shit. We've been there. Kenzie, and that CPS worker, she was amazing, but there was just in retaliation because they got wrote up for the shit that they did and a board complaint filed by a neurosurgeon, not me. They called CPS. Yeah. Yeah. And like Kyle and I always say, we've called CPS on ourselves 1,000 different times trying to get the right resources for the girls. So, oh yeah. Yeah, that was all in Yakima, Washington. Lovely stories. That's why I was laughing when they were like, show a card of the CPS stuff. Which one? Which one do you want me to show you? Because I have called and not reported ourselves, but asked for resources only cases to be open for my girls, everything. Like, I have 1,000,001 cards. I know, Revival, I'll expose myself before anybody else ever will. There ain't nothing to expose. I will fight tooth and nail when it comes to my children, too. You got the wrong fucking one. And she had just spent 9 days inpatient in the hospital. She had just spent 9 days. Hey, Katie. At Seattle Children's because of her ulcerative colitis. Fucking crazy shit. It was just, and we worked with social workers and everything. So I have more CPS calls on me are the stupidest waste of resources for people who need them because we have fought tooth and nail to get any type of resources for my girls that you could ever imagine. And if it helps my kids, I will do anything. Like, they can come in my house and go through anything they want. Like, there is nothing that will ever faze me. But my girls, that's why these people online, there ain't nothing that they're ever going to be able to say or do that is going to bother me. I've dealt with real life shit that tops anything. Yeah, Kate, it was crazy. Like, I was so pissed though. Hold on, let me go grab her. Let me tell you what she thought about it. Or let her tell you what she thought about it. If she's awake. She might not be awake. Oh, she's sleeping.
Stop.
The peaceful baby is sleeping. I'm going to leave her be. But one of these days I will have her tell you guys though about her experience because it was fucking insane. She's been through hell and back medically. Like, that's why my kids are tougher than any of these fucking adults we deal with. Crazy. I showed you guys some of the joint stuff that my little one went through. Crazy shit. Crazy shit. Ain't gonna faze me. Gonna take a lot more than some weirdos online. And the best thing and this therapist that was with us wasn't my best friend either. Like, that was the crazy part is she was actually her therapist, like her actual therapist. She was just incredible though. And she went with us and stuff. And I am so thankful for always having the support teams I have had because those ladies will fight tooth and nail. They love those kids so fucking much. And I've been so lucky, so fucking lucky. But yeah, crazy. Oh, I need to start posting on Facebook. I could monetize my Facebook page. I get things for it all the time and I just never use it. It's hard enough for me to keep up on YouTube, let alone on Facebook too. Like I do like Facebook for posting like posts and stuff. I just need to get better at it. I need to make a habit of like going over there and presetting my posts again. Hey, Andrew. Yeah. Katie, how are you today? We're just bullshitting. We're just all bullshitting. That's all we're doing over here. That's why like the shit over the medical stuff, I can't do. I can't do it. I get so bent out of shape so fast because I've watched my girls go through hell and back. Hell and back. I've watched Kenzie. The worst of the worst. It's Dexter. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Little ones. It's half day. Hey, Lurker. Hold on. The middle one's home. It's just a half day today, so. Hi.
I've been asking around people what the name strays.
You've been what?
Asking my friends what name strays. This is my name right now.
Cat names?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. You want to say hi?
Hi.
You want to tell them what names you've...
These are mine. Tombao and recipes of friends.
Oh.
You're not picking the names. It's not happening.
No, look at her. Here comes Kenzie.
Those are my cats.
Oh, here you go. You can have that back. Take them upstairs, please.
Suggestions.
Wait a second.
Nope.
Okay, at least they're the same size. The socks. She's got a whole list of names. They're just suggestions, she said. Are they out there? You want to go show them? Do you remember having your gums scraped with a scalpel in the oral surgeon's office? Yeah. Wasn't that hell on earth?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh shit. Kenzie, we have pictures of some of the stuff that they've done to Kenzie. Hold on. She's telling me to bring her there. I know Kenzie jumped up so freaking fast. Hold on. Here's one and the other. They just hang out in here. That's the sketchy one. She's still a little sketch. Pick up this one. This one doesn't move from the bed. She is the fattest, laziest cat I've ever seen. Kenzie's gonna grab her. Oh, Aaliyah does have a sweet little voice, especially with her speech impediment too. So cute. She's so chubby though. Look out, and her face is pretty flat.
Is that you? Is that you in the camera?
She just loves this. Oh, she's purring.
She's looking at herself.
She's like, wait, who's that? What are these people looking at me for? Kenzie's baby. Are you a good girl? Or boy? We don't know what you are.
Definitely a girl.
I'm surprised she hasn't wanted to slap herself yet. The other one. There's a third one.
You got the chance.
Oh, hold on. Let me go grab that.
What are you hiding?
You talk to them.
You okay? I got you.
Hold on.
Hi. He's so pretty, huh? He's a pretty baby bird. That you? Ignore my hair. She's so sweet, though. Huh? You sweet little baby girl. Want me to reposition you? There you go. She's so cute. Every time she sees herself in the mirror.
I'll be right back. Okay, you can tell. Oh, you lost her.
As soon as you opened the door, she bolted.
Damn it.
I tried to grab holding on to her.
Kenzie just dropped the cat.
No, she jumped on
Call the
butt.
ASPCA, please, and thank you. So they can come get him.
I can grab her again.
I just got the thing. She's like, I know what you idiots are up to. You're gonna do something to me. She's got a little, like a little goop in the little corner of her eye. She doesn't seem to. It's not infected or anything, but it's just a little like dirt in her eye, and I'm trying to clean it out. And
Why'd you have to open the door like that?
I just opened the door. That's all I did. Come here,
I know,
little
she
one.
freaked out though.
Come here. Come
She's like-
here. She's like, nope. She's so proud. I know. Ask her which name. Yeah, go. She's reading them in there. Kenzie's like, mm-mm.
They're not gonna be human names. It's not happening.
They're not. Listen to what the names are, though. Here, I'll let you guys listen to Aaliyah tell you guys the names that they came up with. It's actually really cute.
Come on, Stinky.
Hold on. All right, I'm going to let her tell you guys the names. Okay, come sit. The camera is off while she's doing this because, of course, privacy reasons. So here you go. You can sit right here and tell them the names.
The one.
You need to try to speak very.
Okay.
Okay, there you go.
The names that I'm going to give you right now are mine. Misty, can't say this. Dusty, Lucy, Cleo, I think, Pixie, Kitty, Lily, no, I can't say these.
Let me see.
Nora,
Nova,
Angel, Celeste, Lovely, Precious. I
Spirit.
I picked out this sorted name because like spirit means like shy, so, and scared and stuff. I did that one with a gray one. That's always sketchy around humans.
Yeah.
So I did spirit.
Maybe the devil.
Oh, that's a good name. That would be perfect for him, but we can't rename him again. Trixie. These three are my friend. These three are one of my friends. Yuki. I can't say it. Help! This is. Help! I can't.
Hold on.
Three men. These three.
Yuki, Densky, and Haro.
They mean something. And I forgot what she told them what they mean.
Read these ones because these are funny.
Lala, Savannah, LOL, Lemon, Mr. Fluffy Boots. These are from Friends. Gray Wind. This is for like the Gray Boy. That new cat we found for Gray Boy. Steve, Bob.
Wait. Did you just say Steve?
Yep.
Hail to the nah. We ain't having no freaking cat or anybody named Steve.
Yeah.
Steve is a no-go. Cross that off the list.
Okay.
I'm
I
just
don't-
joking. You can continue on. With
Bob, Nana, Robert, K, I think, Mr. Sassy Pants, Mrs. Sassy, Cat, Cool, Professor Fluffy Butt, Kitty Pants, Glary, Snowy, Sweetie, Jelly, Meow, Sia, Meanie Face, Scary Cat, Chicken, Noah.
Whoever wrote these ones must not like cats.
Um,
Rosie, Stella, and Scarlet. Oh, these are good ones.
yeah, Lucy, Mr. Turnbow did it. My foot.
Mr. Turnbow gave you those?
Professor Pooh, Mayonnaise, and Cream Puff.
Did you hear those ones? Those are from her teacher, Professor Poof, Mayonnaise, and Cream Puff.
Missy,
Those are great.
Opa.
Yuko,
Yep.
Opal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are cool.
Also Paris.
Paris, those are cool.
But I was thinking for
That's funny. Those are cute though. Yeah, no Steve. Coolio's cool. They all like Coolio. They like the Coolio one. No, Steve. I love the mayonnaise and cream puff though. That's freaking funny. That's great. I think we should call them peanut butter and jelly.
No.
What are you gonna name
I'm
them?
naming them.
Mamas. That's so dumb.
No, I'm not naming them.
Cream puff, I know. Peanut butter and jelly, cocoa and puff. I'm not keeping more cats. What? This is what happens. This is Kyle's fault. Do you see how he manipulated this situation? Kyle manipulated me.
Mom,
What, sis?
brown one,
What?
biscuit.
Biscuit? Oh my God. They are all obsessed with these cats. All of my girls. You see how happy it makes them though? Like just being able to talk about naming them. That's what she's so cute. Kenzie's like, my cats. She'll let her pick a name too. Watch. Kenzie played Kyle so bad on these cats. Well, actually, her anxiety was through the roof about the cats sleeping outside and the neighbor not taking care of them. So she talked Kyle into allowing him to sleep in the garage. They have a little area. We have a cat door. It built in this house because the owners of the house had cats themselves. They're cat people too. So they have a cat door so they can come and go. But it's hysterical to me because Kenzie worked her magic on Kyle and she said, I don't want another dog to replace Chloe, but 2 cats is about the same. Are you joking? And then Kyle goes out and tucks them in every night to make sure that they're in the garage and that their blankets are clean and that they're not wet or they have water still. Like this is ridiculous. They've all worked me over. And guess who's going to end up with them sleeping on top of me? Me. Damn cats. They run our house. I don't know if they'll ever make good inside cats though, because they're so used to being outside cats. Kenzie brings her in occasionally, just in her arms. And Kiki like looks at her like, what the fuck? What are you doing? Ridiculous. They run this show here. All of them. And my cats, they're just... Kiki runs the house here as is. I feel like my life is being taken over by animals and children. All right. Our little things should be almost done. But I think what I'm going to do, because I think Chush's voice, revival, I am totally being emotional manipulated. Somebody called me manipulative the other day. No, it's Kyle and Kenzie that are manipulators. Airplane?
Gato.
What's that mean?
Cat. In Spanish.
Gato? Kenzie wants to name the cat Gato because it means cat in Spanish. I hope that's what the hell I'm saying. Knowing her, she's probably telling me it's something else. Any of my Spanish speakers in here, what the hell am I actually saying? Yep, Vic, 100%. That's why I told him, like, I was like, I can't afford to feed more animals. Like, we afford to feed them. Of course, we're going to make it work. Like, that's not a chore. Dry food for cats is not expensive. But
You're not naming her that. I was kidding.
Gato. Vic
Yeah.
says that's right. Oh, God. Here's Kenzie's list.
See, I wish we named Kiki Ginger.
Kiki was Luna. And
Wow.
then we found out he was a boy. And then
We should name one of them, the white ones Willow.
I can't imagine Kiki having a different name. God, where are all these planes coming from? Oh, there's that owl.
That's an owl.
Yep. And that's a bad thing. We need to make sure they're inside tonight. That fucking thing's huge. You can't. They're endangered.
If they kill
Oh,
that cat, then kill
shit.
it.
Look at how big that is. That's what they're doing is we've had that big horned owl. Look at him go. They've tried picking up Louie, my in-law's cat, out of the backyard. He goes outside very rarely, but he follows my mother-in-law around, and a huge owl swung down and grabbed him. He's got claw marks up his side. Thankfully, he was too heavy for them to pick up fully.
I think our
But
cats are too fat outside to get picked up. I think we're okay.
Not that little one. That little one, they grabbed the
Which
whole,
one?
the gray one.
No, she's pretty fat.
She's quite a ways away now, though. She's circling something, though.
Yeah, let it go over there.
Oh, shit. That's a little scary, actually. I don't know if you guys can see that. Hold on.
No,
Oh.
they can't. It's too far.
It's too far away, but
It's got something in its sight.
it's got something. I don't know if you guys can see it circling back there over the roof.
What do they do with the animal when they catch it?
They take it and kill it.
How do they kill it?
We have a major problem with winged prey around here. Owls, and
Can I,
don't let them out.
can I have a Kenzie?
Hold on.
But that, yeah, thankfully he was okay. Louie's okay, but oh my gosh, what are they doing out here? Hold on, you guys. It's
They're
loud as
killing the
hell.
trees. Or the-
It is like between planes. It's moving quite a ways away, though.
We should name one Ace.
We've had huge ass hawks too, like massive hawks and
Oh.
huge owls. They've been sending out memos in our like neighborhood stuff that says keep your animals inside because little dogs have been picked up. It's been a trip. Andrew says hi. I don't know, Andrew. So tell your daughter I said hi. What is going on? Look at this. Can you guys see that? There's one right there. There's 3 of them. Holy shit. What is going on? I should just set it up. Yeah. Holy shit, there's planes everywhere.
Oh my God.
What are they doing? Look at how beautiful it is out, though. It's gorgeous out today. Spaceships, they're coming to take me away, Reese Cup. The owls. Me and the neighbor have been texting like every night, making sure one of us, the good neighbors, the ones we love, not the across the street neighbor, that's weird, that doesn't want anybody to touch the cats, but she doesn't take care of them. The neighbor next door, like me and him text all the time, and like he's so good about the cats too. He found another big huge gray cat out here, and he's like, I think it's a male, and he's like, I don't want them getting knocked up. So we're on like cat watch. Oh my gosh, it is so wild. There are so many planes. This is crazy, huh? Oh, she ripped new assholes about sending them away.
They're gonna be my cats. They don't sleep in their garage.
I know.
mean,
I know.
if they
Okay, ma'am. Everybody knows that
if
you're
they get them caught and get them taken away on purpose.
you're possessive. We get it, Kenzie.
No. Brown one.
Is it you getting snow, Stonefly?
The brown
Sorry, you
one's
guys. We're
name's
going back
already
in a second.
official.
What?
Brown one's name's already official. It's either Buttercup or Butterscotch.
I'm running away. Anybody want me?
Mm,
I'm being ran out of my own home by animals.
we should name one Honey.
We should just let the little opening open. With my luck, though, we'll have a
Our cats
fucking
will run out.
raccoon in it.
Our cats will run.
Vic understands you, Kenzie. Vic, you missed it. Were you in here? We were talking about coconut, and I was like, where's Vic? We were talking about frosting on cakes, and I was like, Vic likes German chocolate cake. And then I actually said that you and Kenzie were a lot alike.
I like these names. Rocky,
Oh, God.
River, Willow. Oh, look.
No.
Maple. Shadow, Sky.
Shadow. I had a shadow. That's okay, Lurker. I love dogs.
She hates cats. My mom hates cats with a passion.
I wasn't lying. I was not lying, and I don't hate them.
I'm the only reason why we kept Kiki in the first place, and then I wanted more cats. for my
Kiki. They
birthday.
know the story. Kiki is okay. For those of you that don't know how this all went, Kiki was rescued because he was found after his nose was ripped off in an engine on a job site. He shouldn't have even been weaned. He could fit in the palm of your hand. He was so tiny. Kyle brought him home. My in-laws were supposed to pick him up in 3 weeks when they came back through on their way back to Arizona from Washington. In that 3 weeks, that fucking cat got so attached to everybody in the household that he couldn't
Even the
be
dogs.
separated, but we all thought he was a female. So Kenzie bought him a big old collar with a bow and everything on it, and we called him Luna. And then come to find out the boys dropped, and we were like, what the hell is wrong with this thing? Realized he was a boy, didn't have a name, so we just stuck with Kiki. Yep, Kyle found him. And then Kenzie realized that Kiki was a nut job and loved me more than he loved her. He followed me around before he got fixed for over 2 weeks. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't walk. He was attacking me, crying at me. I've never seen anything like it. It was the most anxiety I've ever had because the cat would not leave me alone. He would attach to my leg. He was terrible. It was horrible. We have so many videos of him like running up and grabbing my leg and humping my leg. It was terrible. Mark, I don't plan on it, but you never know. I got to get all my stuff done today. I've only got a couple days left to finish this shit. And then for her birthday, the next year, she talked Kyle into letting her have a Maine Coon. He was going to allow her and pay for her to have a Maine Coon. She loved Maine Coons because they were bigger.
Still do.
She was obsessed. Well, we found some that were being rehomed, some babies, and we were supposed to go pick up one.
$1,700.
We got there.
Wild.
And she called Kyle and said, I can't separate them. They're just so cute. Can I bring home 2 instead?
I was going to take all 3 of them, to be honest.
We ended up with the 2 of them, the 2 girls.
Well, there was 3 of them. There was 2 eclipses. So it was her and her sister.
Stay back over there for a second.
And then there was Luna.
And this is what we ended up with.
My little crackhead.
This one right here. Little sketch.
Yeah,
oh,
Aaliyah.
Sorry.
We were only going to keep Eclipse. But then we took Luna too. Because I was like, I don't want to separate them. Because, well, first we're going to get the gray one.
I wasn't quick enough.
We
I had
wanted
cat
the gray
in my hand.
one.
Lurker, happy birthday to Mom. What kind of cake are you baking? That's how we ended up with all these rodents to begin with. Kenzie.
I wanted, oh my gosh, this Maine Coon. So it's a page. They sell them on Instagram.
Yeah,
and
it's a horrible deal.
They're gorgeous.
But
I think they come from, some of them come from like Russia.
Yeah, they're.
And so it's like
stupid.
you're mostly paying for the flight and then not much of the cat. But I just want a Maine Coon because of the paws. They're huge.
So she keeps using the whole gluten-free cake with sprinkles. That's amazing, Lurker. Happy birthday to her. That's amazing.
Should I keep using what?
But that's how we ended up with all of these cats. And I had barn cats my entire life. But I've told you guys the story about the demented cat I had that would jump off the stairs and dig its claws into my head and hang. So her name was Pookie, and that was
You know
my
what Pookie
best
means,
friend's. No.
It means cute.
Oh, well, she was not cute. She was a barn cat, my best friend's barn cat, and I ended up adopting her. Well, she ended up being a barn cat anyways, because she was psychotic. Like she had something
Why
wrong.
do you think I tried making Kiki mean?
So
I wanted to get pounced on.
I haven't liked cats forever. And here we are.
No, Mom, literally, the only reason why I would play with Kiki to get him mean is because I wanted him to randomly just fly off a countertop and attack us.
Kiki randomly attacks anything.
Yeah, but still, it'd be so funny.
It's not funny because it's me that he attacks.
It's the best thing in the world.
What is she getting ready to attack? They can't find their babies either. You know those little babies that they carry around that we were telling you about? They've just been running around screaming now. They can't find their babies. Oh, goodness. All right, y'all. I'm going to get off here for a little bit. I'll come back and dip those chocolate balls in a little while. Or the peanut butter balls. We'll dip them in a little bit. But I'm going to go watch Chesha's video. I did. It's in the freezer. Oh, here. Let me do that before I update. And I got to get the decompression from the little one because she's got a lot to tell me about her day.
I gotta go lie down.
She's got school tomorrow too, so I gotta get. Last night, me and her were having a conversation. We sat and talked. Kyle was laughing. Kyle came home and was like, she was standing here just giving me the breakdown of her day. Uh-oh. There goes that. Here is, for those of you that missed it, here's what we accomplished so far. These are little almond roca squares. Oh, they turned out good. If I wouldn't have overfilled them, they would be super cute. They'd just be these little, but they're still cute little suckers. You want to try it?
Me?
Yeah.
Sure.
You're always the taste tester. Hold on, y'all. Kenzie's going to tell you what it. I won't eat on camera. I try not to. Isn't that cool, though, how they pop right out? Tastes like almond roca?
Mm-hmm.
Tastes like a Heath bar. Yes, I'm going to go watch Chesh for a while and decompress, and then I will be back to dip the balls. And maybe if it doesn't, maybe if it...
Show them his fupa. You got fupa, huh?
You got your fupa like your mama, huh? There ain't nothing wrong with our fupas. Tell her to leave you alone.
I like walking up to him and like playing with it. He hates it.
Can you say hi, Bubba?
He doesn't hate it.
Can you say hi? You gonna put your asshole in the camera again? He comes to rub on
He's
this.
got a little fat pouch.
He's like, oh, here he comes. Say hi to your friends. No. Okay, never mind. He's gonna put his butt in your face. So, all right, y'all. I will be back in a little bit. I know, little fupa, huh? He's just Kiki runs the show. Oh, don't forget about Dexter. Don't forget about the Dexter and Isabella. Oh, here's a Bella update. Say hi, Bella. Oh, my arm's in the way. Bella. She's walking really good, though. Still a little wobbly. Oh, shush. Oh, shush. Say hi. Say hi to your friends. Poor Dexter. He's starving, you guys. He's only had one set of treats today. He's starving. All right, y'all. Have a good couple hours. I will see you guys in a little bit. Bye.